You, anyhow, know what it means to be a coward, and you know what wickedness is, and shame, and fear. There were days when you peered into yourself, into the secret places of your heart. What you saw there made you faint with horror. And then, next day, you didn't know the day before. Yes, you know what evil costs. When you say I am a coward, you know from experience what it means. Is that so? So, it's you I have to convince. You are of my kind. Did you suppose I meant to go? No, I couldn't leave you there, gloating over my defeat, with all those thoughts about me running through your head. That's the one and only thing I wish for now. I can't hear them any longer, you know. Probably means they're through with me. Forever. The curtain's down. Nothing's left of me on earth. Not even the name of coward. So, Inez, we're alone. Only you two remain to give a thought of me. She doesn't count. It's you who matter. You who hate me. If you have faith in me, I'm saved.
You remember a super objective in spine, right? That we talked about a while ago. So in this particular scene, what do you think his super objective is?
The character's spine is self-preservation. He will always seek to protect himself, even if that means being cowardly. However, his super objective in the scene is to prove his valor, because part of his self-preservation would be to protect his image.
So the first time you read it, it was very consistently angry. I'm thinking, what if you tried doing the opposite of that? Basically, when you're talking to Inez, try to be as happy and friendly and upbeat as possible.
You, anyhow, know what it means to be a coward. You know what wickedness is, and shame and fear. There were days when you peered into yourself, to the secret places of your heart, and what you saw made you faint with horror. So it's you I have to convince. You are of my kind. Did you suppose I meant to go? No, I couldn't leave you right there gloating over my defeat, with all those thoughts about me running through your head. Only you two remain to give a thought of me. She doesn't count. It's you who matter. You who hate me. If you have faith in me, I'm saved.
Are there any people that you have an equivalent relationship with? Or anything that you can emotionally equate to this?
I think so. First thing is I wouldn't try anything with this individual because I personally don't feel like I should, nor do I want to. However, the tension still exists because of past occurrences and whatnot. So it's not only intimidating, but almost embarrassing in the sense that they've seen me or heard about me doing things that I'm not proud of and vice versa. The fact that they have something that they can use against me bothers me.
So like the room on its own, like imagine there's just you in the room. Would it be like a very comfortable kind of room?
Alone, yes. Perhaps with someone else that you're more intimate with, maybe.
And like the room on its own, like what's the feel of it? Can you think of rooms in real life that feel like this? And just try to tell me what it feels like.
If anything, I think it feels more like a cellar.
But a comfortable cellar?
This room feels like suffocating, like a cellar. No matter the size of the cellar, if you're in an underground room, it feels confining.
What's a nice place that we can think of that's underground, but also has the same sense of claustrophobia?
Do you remember Maximilian's basement, or Gabriel's basement? There's a large sofa, there's a pinball machine, no windows, television, and game consoles. But it's a rather small room, I'd say about twice the size of mine. Couches took up most of the space.
And what did that room smell like?
It smelled like an old building, kinda moldy.
Is there dead air in there because there's no windows and it's underground?
Lots of dead air. And so we sweated really quickly in there.
And by the end of that, how did you physically feel?
Physically exhausted. Mentally, I was okay. Kinda numb.
Why numb?
When I stayed in the room, I'd stay mostly stiff. I'd stay in a position that I might move to somewhere else, stay in a position. So when I came out, all my articulations were kind of like stiffened, and I felt like I was waking up from cryogenic sleep.
Are there like any situations where you were just like that for even longer than in this basement?
The only thing that came to mind is going in an MRI, and they told me I'm not allowed to move, and I've had to stay in like MRIs for 45 minutes to an hour at a time. I am a very agitated individual. I can't sit still. I freak out when I'm in MRI because I feel like my legs need to twitch. I feel like I want to like just clench my toes or just to get some movement in there. and that is really excruciating.
So I'm wondering if we can just think about Estelle, because basically everything he's saying, it's in the presence of Estelle as well, right? Can you think of anyone you can emotionally relate Estelle to in real life? Do you have this person in your head right now?
I could go for it, but there wouldn't be much or any reward with it, and if that relationship were to be destroyed, I really wouldn't mind. Although I feel bad that this person cares about me to the degree that they do, and there's nothing I can really do about it, so I just pretend it doesn't exist. I pity them because they're uncontrollably attracted to me when there really isn't anything going the other way.
So it's more indifference than it is strong like or dislike.
Yeah, it's a sense of indifference, but a pity because, for example, if I were to make a move, I know how they would respond. If I were to do nothing, I know how they would respond. It seems as though I'm their puppeteer.
Maybe his spine is he wants people to like him, and his super objective is he wants to look like the hero to get people to like him.
I think he wants significant people to like him. Not necessarily beggars or whatnot. If the person has influence, he wants them to think highly of him.
So it's like he wants people he cares about to like him.
Yeah.
Is that a sentiment that you personally can relate to in a meaningful way?
Yeah, I can definitely relate to this. I'm gonna choose teachers. I have 2 teachers that I'm not particularly fond of, and they are somewhat aware of this. And regardless of this, I still seek some degree of their approval so that they can admit that regardless of my attitude towards them or my lack of dependence on them, rather, I succeeded, or I am succeeding.
And now going back to Estelle, so Estelle is someone that does like your character very, very strongly, and basically you very openly just say that you only explicitly care about the other person's view. You don't even care about what Estelle thinks of you. You're like, why would you do that? Why would you do that, I guess?
Yeah, I think he dismisses her existence at this point. Even when they are interacting, he could do with or without her. When they're not interacting, it's the same.
And I just want you to just think about whoever you chose in your mind to be the equivalent to Estelle. So imagine you had both people and you're having this exact conversation. Can you sort of put yourself in a mental state where it's you care that little about whoever the Estelle equivalent is that you would just say that and not even think about, her feelings, I guess?
Yeah.
Can you think of that mental state right now?
I'm just changing people for Estelle because there's some people I do care about that feel a way about me, but I don't feel the same way back. But I couldn't do what Galson's doing to that person specifically.
Okay.
So I need to think of someone I would be able to do that to.
Yeah.
Although there are many people with a similar type of relationship, I have to say.
Yeah.
You, anyhow, know what it means to be a coward. And you know what wickedness is, and shame and fear. There were days when you peered into yourself, the secret places of your heart, and what you saw made you faint with terror. And then, next day, you didn't know what to make of it. You couldn't interpret the horror you'd glimpsed the day before. Yeah, you know what evil costs. And when you say I'm a coward, you know from experience what that means. Is that so? So it's you I have to convince. You are of my kind. Did you suppose I meant to go? No. I couldn't leave you here gloating over my defeat, with all those thoughts about me running through your head. That's the one and only thing I wish for now. I can't hear them any longer, you know. Probably means that you're with me forever. The curtain's down. Nothing of me is left on earth. Not even the name of coward. So Inez, we're alone. Only you two remain to give the thought of me. She doesn't count. It's you who matter. You who hate me. If you have faith in me, I'm safe.
How'd that feel?